I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Investigators will attempt to pinpoint the cause of an overnight 3-alarm fire that ripped through a house in Maybrook. Broke out at around 10 p.m. at 103 Wallace Road in the home of Jim and Pat DeLucia. The couple was not home at the time, but their 2 daughters were. They were able to escape the flames and save the family's 2 dogs and drive a vehicle out of the garage. The family cat died in the blaze. Campbell Hall Fire Chief Jim Ballard said the front of the house was fully engulfed in flames when they arrived. About 50 firemen from 7 area companies were involved. The cause is under investigation. The home has been labeled a total loss. The DeLucias say they'll be able to stay with relatives in Montgomery. The question has been whether accused murderer David Reese should be paying for his own defense. Today, Ulster County Court Judge Donald Williams ordered him to pay whatever funds he can to pay back the county for the cost of using a public defender. Reese is under indictment on a second-degree murder charge for the fatal shooting of co-worker Aaron Thomas at the New York City DEP office in Kingston back in February. Reese had told the court since his suspension from his job, his savings have been tapped out. Following a financial hearing, the judge concluded that Reese is able to make partial payments. He cut her repeatedly with a knife and a screwdriver, slammed her head into the floor, and threw her down a flight of stairs. Now 34-year-old Jesus Mejia of Newburgh has pleaded guilty to a first-degree assault charge for the attack last November. The 59-year-old woman who shared the apartment with Mejia suffered serious injuries, including numerous fractures. When he's returned to court July 24th, Orange County Court Judge Nicholas DeRosa said he will sentence Mejia to 12 years in prison and will issue a final order of protection forbidding him to have any further contact with the victim. The new 9/11 Memorial Museum doesn't open to the public until Wednesday, but its gift shop is already stirring up controversy. The New York Post reports that some early visitors to the museum have complained about items to be sold in the gift shop that are crass and insensitive to families and victims, according to some of the visitors. Meantime, New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand says she'd like to see the National Park Service run the Memorial Museum as a way to lower the operating costs and reduce the $24 entrance fee. Town of Newburgh police say unsafe speed appears to have been a factor in a head-on collision that injured a 6-year-old boy Sunday afternoon. It happened at Holmes Road in Loserbo Lane when a car driven by Julian Pagentine of Newburgh went out of control and crossed into the oncoming lane, colliding with a vehicle driven by Richard Schwartzbeck of Newburgh. Pagentine's 6-year-old son was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center with possible internal injuries. No one else was seriously hurt. Police were continuing their investigation. The future is now for the more than 1,200 students and 200 graduate students who took part in graduation ceremony Sunday on the Old Main Quadrangle at SUNY New Paltz. The New Paltz ceremony coming on the same day New York Senator Charles Schumer announced his push for new legislation that would allow those with outstanding student loan debt to refinance at the lower interest rate currently offered to new borrowers. According to Schumer, this year's college grads will be burdened with an average debt of $30,000. And this was a group of Walkway Over the Hudson visitors Saturday who were crossing the pedestrian bridge to take in more than just the magnificent view. This group of 300 or so were participating in the 22nd annual Hudson Valley AIDS Walk to raise money for the walk's sponsor, Hudson Valley Community Services, that serves about 3,500 clients a year from 7 area counties who deal with AIDS. Among those leading the way, Area Assemblyman Frank Skartatos, who told fellow walkers that the Hudson Valley has the highest number of AIDS cases in the state outside of New York City.
It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter your socioeconomic background. It does not discriminate. Immunodeficiency syndrome does not discriminate. So we have a responsibility to work together.
Saturday's walk was expected to raise about $35,000 for AIDS education, treatment, and research. Officials with Hudson Valley Community Services say there are about 4,000 new AIDS infections reported in the state every year. The goal is to get that number down to less than 1,000 within the next 10 years. Expect some nice weather tomorrow. Wednesday, though, could be a different story. The forecast calls for temperatures in the middle 70s Tuesday under a mostly sunny sky. Wednesday will be cloudy with showers likely. The highs will reach the low 70s. Stay informed by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record, and stay connected to breaking news all day long right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.